Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be my second jump rope workout using Crossrope's AMP handles, which the founder Dave Hunt and his team generously sent me to experiment with. So in the top left-hand corner of the screen there, you are seeing the AMP handles at work. They keep track of various statistics. For example, JPM, jumps per minute, average JPM, average jump per minute, and how many hops you do, basically. So usually when I jump rope, I don't really keep track of hops or statistics. I tend to jump rope for a set duration of time, depending on how much free time I have on a particular day. But it's pretty cool being able to see how many hops you do, and it can be helpful if, for example, you're trying to increase the number of repetitions of a particular jump rope move that you want to increase. Let's say double unders, for example. If you're able to do a maximum of 10 double unders in a row and you want to increase that number, a very good technique is perform many sets of half your max repetitions. So if you're able to do 10 repetitions, do several sets of 5 double unders in a row in any given jump rope workout. So that's a very good technique for increasing the number of repetitions of a jump rope move that you want to be able to do, and having a jump rope counter such as the AMP handles could be very helpful in that regard. And I know several people who find stats extremely motivating and helps them to enjoy an activity more. So they might have a set target of how many jumps they want to do in a given workout, and seeing how many they do and then trying to increase that target the next time they jump rope can be very helpful. So in this workout, I am using the half-pound Crossrope, and I kept the intensity light to moderate. I threw in a few double unders here and there. I did a lot of boxer steps. At the moment, I'm doing a variation of the jog step. Now back to the basic boxer skip. Some high knees here. So throughout this jump rope workout, I do quite a few different jump rope moves, and I did them without stopping. So I set my timer for just over 11 minutes, and I jumped rope for the entire duration. So just outside the door there on the right, that is my phone that has the stat count on it. That's connected to the AMP handles, and the information, that is what you're seeing on the left-hand screen. And I'm just using another camera to record this workout. So I'm spinning the rope a little bit faster here. So I vary the speed at which I spin the rope throughout this workout. So if I feel like I need a little bit of recovery, if I need to slow down my breathing a little bit, I slow down the speed at which I spin the rope, which means I don't have to jump as often. And then once I feel the intensity's dropped, then I can pick it up by spinning the rope a bit faster. Here I'm doing the boxer's step jab, and I'm alternating between an orthodox stance and a southpaw stance. And now I'm doing alley shuffle variation. Just threw in a double under there. And I'm jumping on the Jump Rope Dudes Crossrope mat rather, not a map, a mat. And the ground at which outside our accommodation here is extremely rough, very abrasive. So it would damage your jump rope quite quickly. So for the longest time, I jumped rope on concrete or wooden surfaces using just basic PVC ropes that I could buy for anywhere from $1 to a few dollars. So I never really cared if they got damaged. But if you're using a more expensive rope, such as Crossrope, it's not such a bad idea to try to preserve the condition of the rope. And a mat can help in that regard. And if money is maybe a little bit more tight and you maybe can't afford a mat, or you're not too interested in jumping rope on a mat, you could experiment with carpet. Big sheets or big rolls of carpet can work quite well. I will say the following day after this jump rope workout, the weather was quite wet. It rained a lot. The ground was wet, and it was actually raining heavily enough while I was jumping rope. And I'm very pleased to say that the mat was very user-friendly, very easy to jump on. My feet were not sliding underneath me at all. And perhaps most importantly, the mat was not shifting or moving around on the ground at all, despite the ground being very wet. So that was a big plus. That was the first time I had jumped rope with the Crossrope mat in rain on wet ground, and it did not slide from underneath my feet at all. And that is very important. So I'm happy to report that. Just looking at this stat counter here in the corner now, it looks like I've done approximately 825 jumps. Throwing in some double unders now in between the boxer skip. And notice here when I'm doing the boxer skip, I'm jumping very low off the ground. It's very low impact. I'm just shifting my body weight from one leg, one foot to the other. Now doing what some people call a boxer's can kick. This is a move very popular with boxers like Gennady Golovkin. And now one of my favorite moves, if I'm trying to jump rope for, say, long periods of time in a row without stopping, is that alternate version of the basic jog step. You do the jog step or the run in place and throw in an additional hop or hops on one leg, thereby giving the other leg a momentary rest. The half-pound rope. I really do enjoy this rope. I have the quarter-pound rope, Crossrope as well, plus the 1 pound rope and the 2 pound rope. With the quarter-pound rope, it's fantastic for doing freestyle with. I can perform very advanced jump rope moves like jump, triple under, crisscrosses, and even with the half-pound rope, I can still do, say, triple under crossovers. Yet you have that extra bit of weight, so it does engage the shoulders a little bit more. It's a little bit more fatiguing, but it's not excessively heavy. So yes, you'll definitely notice it spinning it compared to the quarter-pound rope, but you're still able to do some freestyle fairly well. Maybe not at the same speed that you could using the quarter-pound rope. Whereas with the 1 pound rope, it's a little bit more difficult to freestyle with. But the 1 pound and 2 pound ropes, they definitely have their benefits and can be fantastic for certain reasons. For example, if you really want to get a good shoulder workout, they can be fantastic. When I was preparing for a triathlon recently, I used the 1 pound rope and the 2 pound rope exclusively for about a month, maybe even 6 weeks, to really engage my shoulders, and that proved very helpful when it came to the swimming section of the triathlon. My shoulders, my arms held up really well, and that would be in part to using the heavier jump ropes when skipping. Staying nice and light on my feet. Looks like we're at about 9 minutes now, over 1,200 jumps. So as I said, the intensity, light to moderate, and with the double unders here and there, that picks up the intensity a bit. All in all, I wasn't spinning the rope too quickly, but at times I would have spun the rope a little bit quicker just to pick up the intensity, and doing a bunch of different jump rope moves. Going from one move to another, using a slightly heavier rope. So as I said, this is the half-pound Crossrope. Since it's heavier, it will not spin around as quickly if I were to use the quarter-pound rope. So it gives you a little bit more time to keep your feet on the ground. Just importantly, stand nice and light on my feet, kind of in a flow state here, just jumping rope, using various moves, having fun, moving from one move to another, as you can see there, going from some boxer skips, some foot crosses into heel toes, into double under there. This is such a fantastic workout. A workout doesn't necessarily need to be long to get benefits. After this workout, I sure felt a lot better than I did before. My mood was uplifted. I felt far more energetic after the workout than I did before. So even though the workout was short, you can still, if a workout is short, that does not mean that you can't reap tremendous benefits from it. Even if you're limited on time, a 5-minute jump rope workout can be fantastic for boosting your mood and energy levels. I hope you enjoyed this one. Here are the final numbers. So 1,529 jumps. I jumped rope for just over 11 minutes. Looks like 135 jumps per minute. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.